Well, I'm delighted to welcome an old friend of mine, Mo Sherring, here to the studio. We go back a fair bit, and that story we'll have to leave for another day with your famous daughter. Let's remember all that.
Well, no, not only that, but I have given you a couple of days' notice this time rather than the night before, which you normally are pretty good with.
Pilates, of course, is what you're well known for here, and you have such a thing to. Well, here it is. I mean, this is Knockaloe, where it all began.
Exactly, where it all began, yeah.
And where it's all going to be happening again. So over to you, because you've got like a Pilates Heritage Weekend sort of thing is coming up.
It is, that's right. And we're doing a whole day in the Palace with presenters from all over the world. And also then we're doing we've got a marquee in Knockaloe on Sunday, in which case we're actually on the site of where the camp was.
Okay, so we're recording this on Friday, so it's on this coming Saturday.
It is indeed, on Sunday.
4th, and yeah,
Sunday.
On Sunday.
Knockaloe.
Is it fully booked? Can people go along to it? What's happening?
I'm not sure if it's fully booked or not, but I think it isn't at the moment.
Okay, what do people get then? Let's talk about Saturday at the Palace. What goes on?
Well, basically we've got the various presenters. And so as you have the whole day is a different presenter, starting at 9 o'clock with Michael King, who's I trained with, and also that he's like a worldwide presenter. The next lady here is Roberta, who I can't pronounce her other name, sorry, but she has got the original Pilates studio. When he left Knockaloe, when he went to Germany, they asked him to train the German army, and he was a pacifist and he didn't want to go to the German army, so he went to America. And Roberta has got the original Pilates studio in New York, of which I visited, and it was like incredible. It was like hairs on the back of your neck.
I guess for some people we should really go back a bit here, because they're probably going, Pilates, what's all this about? I mean, for those who haven't followed it, it was invented here in the internment camp in World War II, right?
In World War One.
World War One,
yeah.
Yes, yes.
And actually, I christened it the spiritual home of Pilates, because the only woman in the world who trained with Joseph Pilates, she gave me an interview on YouTube when I was at the workshop, and she said, I asked her if he ever spoke about the Isle of Man, and she said yes, because people used to ask him and say how awful it would have been to be locked up for 4 years, and he said no, it wasn't. It gave me time to work on my methods and time to work with people.
You probably had no idea that 100 years later what
he would be
left,
yes,
legacy-wise.
Exactly. That's right, exactly.
Okay, I know on Saturday you yourself are actually going to be one of the presenters, are you not? What are you doing?
Yeah, Pilates in the pool.
Pilates what, in the Palace pool?
In the Palace pool, yes.
Oh right.
But I have been.
Is that a little twist on it? Did he know about this?
No, he doesn't know about this. I keep trying to tell him, but.
So you're going to have people in the swimming pool
doing Pilates in the pool. I have been teaching Pilates in the pool for the college.
I should say you're one of the big cheeses of Pilates around the world, aren't you?
No, but I have been teaching for the college here.
Oh right.
So in Glencountry Pool.
So you know what you're doing. Good to hear. Should we talk about Sunday? Only because of time. I mean, this is when it's going to move out to Knockaloe, right?
That's right, exactly.
And at some point you're going to have this as well. You've got
Michael and I presented this some time ago, but it's going to go into the garden, and it's a big black plaque.
It's the plaque size of it. It's going to be
that's it. Yes.
Right.
And I think we're noted on there as third and fourth generation teachers.
It's incredible, isn't it? So can just an overview of Sunday. What can people go out and see again? This, or is it a ticket only, or how's it work?
No. I think if anybody wants to ring me and find out, I can tell them exactly what's happening, because it's a bit late now, isn't it?
Well, it's always late with you, Mo. You always come to me late.
It's not my fault this time.
This was
it's seriously not my fault.
What number do they contact you
on? 625-772, or my mobile is 490-480.
I think we'll go with that. Mobile is probably easier.
The mobile is better, yeah.
And you're living proof of Pilates, is it not? I'm not even going to ask how old you are, but it's like you keep fit this way. I mean, you're keeping active. It's so important, right?
Well, it is. Movement is so important, especially in these days. I don't know what Pilates would have made of this. Everybody hunching like this all day over computers and phones and God knows what. I'm sure he would have invented something to counteract that. Because it's so bad for your breathing, apart from anything else, apart from your eyesight.
Maybe we should have a Pilates day with you here, or do some stuff, eh?
That's right, exactly.
But do you need equipment? Because I mean, there is this as you said, you mentioned this.
You don't need equipment, but he did invent what's called the reformer, which is here.
It's a device, isn't it?
I don't know whether I've got it here. No, I haven't. He invented the reformer here on the islands at Knockaloe from First World War hospital beds, and they work on pulleys and springs. And if you'll get a reformer in any Pilates studio all over the world. And I thought
it's made of wood. I think we got some pictures of it. So
I had got a picture of it, and
you've got one of your plates, haven't you?
I have. Yeah. Well, I've got one. Yes, I've got one next. But he also had. I also thought I brought a picture of it because he made a tiny little model of it, and there's a picture of the model next to a hand weight, and it was that big, obviously, because it was, and he took that back to Germany with him, and his brother, who was a carpenter, made the first reformer, and now you'll find a reformer in any Pilates studio all over the world.